Alright, hello, I'm Felix. I'm Sam.
And I'm Hanson, and we did the keyboard calculator.
So we had a switch that switched it between a keyboard and a calculator, and our keyboard displayed letters, numbers, symbols, and then to make it capitalized or symbols, you hit the caps lock key, and then that changed it to either capitalized or a symbol. And then pressing escape clears the screen, and then enter moves it to the next line or clears the screen when it exceeds 2 lines. And then tab shifts it over 3 spaces. And then for the calculator, we can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the remainder.
Okay, so this is our system block diagram. As you can see, we use 4G codes and then the UART for the keyboard. And here's the hardware that I just spoke of, and then for the software, we wrote mostly functions for the calculator, and like get phone number is basically a string that's string the integer function we wrote, and then on the string translates scan codes to the keyboard, and our errors for when errors in input for the calculator, reset calculator, display, clears, writes, and some other functions like just knowing if it's a symbol or negatives and used.
So basically what we did first is we wanted to get our, we used the LED and switch, so we had to test those first. So we tested those, and then we had an LCD working for our previous lab, so we used the LCD and tested that. Afterwards, we went on to the keyboard where we found the baud rate, and so to test the keyboard, we just push a button and then it would display to the LCD. So after we got that working, we translated all the scan codes. So, and we had to do that manually. So every scan code you push, or every button you push generates a scan code, which translates into a character displayed on the LCD. After we got that working, we moved on to our calculator, where first the scan codes for the calculator were different because on the calculator mode, you have to use the numbers only and several other operators, but the rest of the letters they'll generate errors. So after we got the keyboard scan codes for the calculator, we had to implement each operation, which was sort of tedious because the negatives, you can't really, I don't know, like the negatives we had to display it on the CD. And yeah, so basically all that software, after all that software, we displayed our calculator.
And that's a keyboard calculator. And we would like to take questions actually.
Yeah. Do you do floating point calculations for calculator?
No, it's a computer calculator, so you do division, gives you, so like 10 divided by 3 would give you 3. And then if you do modulus, it'll give you the remainder. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Hold your applause to the end, please.
Yes, you haven't seen the demo.
Well, this isn't gonna work.
Do you want to plug it in?
Yeah. Thanks.
So we just have a switch that switches between keyboard mode and calculator mode, and we have an LED that lights on. Just
Wait,
in case
hold
it's on
up.
your end.
My USB's not plugged in. Sorry. Hold up.
1 point off for every second delay.
Salmon.
You want good tea?
calculator too.
All right, so first, if the switch is down, switch 0 if it's down, it's in a keyboard mode. So if you just type,
Whatever.
so you can like type, and then when you reach the end of the line, it'll go to the next line.
And then we have tabs, clears, and then
So if you hit tab, it'll space it over 3.
we
So
have
like if you hit tab, and then
all the regular.
if you're at the end of the, if you're at the, near the end and there's not 3 spaces available, if you hit tab again, it'll move over to the next line. So if you start, if I just hit tab and now I'm typing again, and if you reach the end again and you hit tab, it'll clear the screen and move back up to the first line or your next one. And escape clears the entire screen, and you start over.
And we have enter that kind of.
If you hit enter, it'll just move on to the next line. And if you're on the second line already and you hit enter again, it'll clear the screen and move back up to the first line.
And we just have caps locks for the.
If you hit caps locks, yeah, it'll capitalize letters and
Kind of shift the symbols too.
and so like in caps locks, it's basically a shift. So if you type like number 8, instead of getting 8, you'll get a star. And if you type like 7, you'll get an and sign. So the caps lock shifts it. What else is there on the keyboard?
Does the keypad work?
The keypad does not work. It's only these.
Do the LEDs work on the keyboard?
The LEDs on the
No, we
keyboard.
didn't turn it.
No, it
Caps
doesn't
lock.
transmit from the board to the. Okay, so
Switch the calculator.
if you switch 0, if you turn the switch on, it goes into calculator mode, and you can type in numbers. So he did 34 plus 2 plus 1, and that gives you 35. So it would do addition, and if you type in something else like besides a number, or it'll give you an error. Or like if you have 90, let's say, and then you do plus, and I think if you do plus again, it'll error because you can't do plus plus. It does negative numbers too, so if I do like negative 80 minus 9, I think that gives you negative 89. For the modulus operator, N is for modulus, N modulus, so let's say 80 modulus 5, that should be 0. So modulus does that, and for multiplication, like 6 times x is for multiplication. 6 times 5 would give you 30, and it does negative numbers also. So yeah, and if you switch modes, it'll clear the screen. So I'm back in keyboard mode, and if I go back in calculator mode, so
Can you do
yeah.
5 divided by 0?
I think I don't. 5 divided by 0. Oh, 5 divided by 0, wouldn't that be 0?
Yeah, I specifically asked for divided by 0.
Yeah. So 5 divided by 0.
Well, anything divided by 0.
It's undefined. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, now we know what it is.
It's not undefined
Oh,
anymore.
oh, so you don't check for that.
Yeah, we might check.
Research papers coming out of Cal Poly.
And yeah, that's it.
Let's give him a hand.